before we go into the physical battle. I want everyone fresh in their mind and ready to take on these lessons. I also want to jog your spirits and give you a sense of awareness so you know exactly what you are here for. And as you see things come to life, you are going to witness amazing things that you will not be able to explain to the public eye because it will be very supernatural, sent down from heaven with the true frequencies of the Father and the Son and the mothers of wisdom, all wrapped up into one like a ball of energy, as I have created everything in the light circle. And now that I've started these writings to get on the ark, there will be writings for 7 days. And you are going to see things unfold and escalate rather quickly because the rain is always going to start, the flooding will start, but it's symbolism. I'm using it to foreshadow the very beginning and the end, using it to portray everything summed up into one, to show the beginning and the end of a symbolic nature. And it's going to portray and foreshadow the very beginning now that we are starting the ending, going into the physical battle, just beginning our adventure. But as you can see, I'm going to jolt your spirit and give you that excitement that you need to truly keep going and believe. Believe me, your Father knows your heart. He knows the ones that need a push more than others, and He knows the ones that truly believe and the ones that are doubting. And hear me now when I say there are elders in this group that are doubting the things that I'm speaking, but you are all going to see it unfold, and I'm giving it just a hot second for me to be able to show you these things and give you a chance to exercise true faith without actually showing you the supernatural. And what I mean by the supernatural, as I'm referring to the changes into the upgraded bodies and the glorious bodies, you see, I always leave room for faith because I know my children's hearts and I know when some of them are doubting, is this truly real or not? And you are going to see this is a very long, hard journey, and not many make it right away. But you all will make it when it is time because you are all my delicate flowers and you all have had the highest rankings in the spiritual battle. So even the ones that are not currently with us now, and they do not have enough frequencies to go on to recognize the true voice of the Father, they will have enough frequencies later because as they witness the supernatural, they are going to realize what I've been saying has been your Father this entire time. But right now, I'm giving you all a chance to load up on the ark by believing in me, by your childlike faith, and only childlike faith without witnessing the supernatural until I'm ready to show you the supernatural. And when you finally get on the ark, that is when you're going to see amazing things. Now, my timing is very different from yours, so there are things that I mean that you will not understand until the time is truly here. A day is like 1,000 years to the Lord, but I've always converged that day, taking out the zeros into one. Now, I know you don't know what that means yet, but you will when the time is here, understanding it all. How the moon and the time dilation comes in, and how I'm using every single thing that you've been studying. You will see it is all going to lead into my perfect timing of understanding what the calendars mean and why they're all converging together. My word is true, and you are going to understand everything, and you will know why I speak certain things that I give you. So, this day one, as we are preparing the revelations of getting on the ark, you see, I have a pre show because I pre shadow everything. I give you a pre show because your Father always gives you so many chances for you to understand His truth. Now, I had Mandy wake up at a certain time. I had her set her alarm and make sure she started the writing exactly at 11:15 Pacific time. There's a reason I've done that. And as I show you more revelations of getting on the ark, you're going to see how that's very significant time to tie absolutely everything in from all of the dates that I have given you. You see, I do not just speak something frivolously. There's always a meaning behind every single thing that I'm speaking. But now you are going to see and learn what it all means. I'm preparing you all so you will be able to speak on my behalf, and you will be able to recognize the enemy, and you will be able to distinguish between the two fathers, the false one and the true one. And he just said, the true Father from heaven. This is what the entire journey is for. You are all preparing to go into the real battle, to fight the true enemy, the real enemy that has been after you all your lives. And you all agreed to this from the very beginning. So step on the ark with me and let's start the training process. Let me show you all some really cool revelations that you are going to be mind blown. Should be blown, not blowed. When it is all finished. That was just an introductory summary of the writings, and now I'm going to start day one with the true process and the revelations of getting on the ark. I'm your Lord God, your Jehovah, your Messiah, and I have spoken. Okay, so then he said, day one, count the 10. Counting the 10 is going to be very significant in this journey because it is representing Hezekiah. It is representing the dial being turned back or forward. And I'm going to give you all of this knowledge when the time comes and why we are using the 10. You see, I'm going to be giving you a list of clues, and as you are compiling everything and completing the puzzle, you're going to have the exact day that I deliver you to go to heaven for that pre celebration. I say pre celebration because, in order to take everyone, I have to sound the call of the trumpets. I have to tell people that celebration is coming. And this is why I would have to start that mission with Mandy and G, who starts the social media introductory phase. But because your father knows that you all need a break, I have decided to let heaven happen first. However, teleportation will come before the pre celebration of heaven. You will know what I mean by that as I prove everything to you. So now that you are looking at the 10, I want you to count backwards and forwards. I'm going to show you a number, which means jump, and it means jumping into paradise. But now you're going to have to use the fractals of 21, and you're going to see how the 10 revolves around the 21. This will probably go over a lot of heads, but this is why there'll be extensive training on this so you will truly understand how I'm correlating everything and doing things through numbers in my patterns. This is the first pattern that I'm teaching you, and I want you all to be very tentative as I'm explaining everything to you. Okay, each month on the Gregorian calendar has 21 days or more. There is a 21 on every calendar. So now using the 10, I want you to come up with all the numbers, and when you get to 100, I want you to stop. After you have compiled all the numbers and you have done the fractals of each number, you're going to multiply the numbers, the final numbers that you added up from the fractals by 4. Let's do one. Here's an example. So I think he's doing the fractals. So this was all like really interesting stuff because I'm not good at any of this. This is what I heard. 17. You're going to take the fractals of the 17 and see how they're going to correlate with all the numbers. For instance, 17 is also 116 because you have the forward and the backwards of the Hezekiah. 116 is also 611. But then remember, each number you are using has a fractal of its own. So you can't forget about those fractals either as you are adding up all the numbers. So now that we've done our first fractal of 17, let's break it down even further. 116 is now 26 or 62. It is also 215, 512, or 1115. Now let's break it down further. As you can see, you are using the numbers showing the beginning of the end as you break down the fractal. A fractal is the existing parts to a number and breaking down those parts of a number to correlate it with the